Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Get Informed with Waji. Today, I'd like to talk to you about an important case. A U.S. citizen has been arrested and sentenced in Saudi Arabia for 16 years in prison and additionally 16 years of travel ban. This U.S. citizen is Saad Ibrahim Al Mahdi. Mr. Al Mahdi didn't do anything wrong, but he was charged of supporting terrorism, funding terrorism, and ignoring or failing to report terrorism. What did Mr. Saad Ibrahim Al Mahdi do? He made 14 tweets in the United States, one criticizing, mentioning the horrific killing of U.S. journalist Jamal Khashoggi in the Saudi consulate in Turkey. This gentleman decided this gentleman is not an activist. He's not a dissident. He's not a political asylee. He's straight up a U.S. citizen who is a project manager from Florida that just decided to visit his family in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And in the process of that, when he went to visit the kingdom, right when he entered the airport, he was detained and arrested. Yes, he did criticize the Saudi government for corruption, but he didn't make that tweet in Saudi Arabia. After his sentence is over, this gentleman would be 87 years old. After his travel ban is over, he would be 104 years old. This is not the first time Saudi government has arrested U.S. citizens. We have Walid al-Fattahi, a doctor, physician, a graduate of Harvard, U.S. citizen, hospital owner, who was sentenced and arrested in Saudi Arabia and now is under a travel ban. We have not seen the U.S. government do anything. But when it comes to Mr. Saad Al Mahdi, the U.S. government have failed him and his family completely. His son Ibrahim have been working very hard to reach out to U.S. consulates, U.S. embassies, U.S. Secretary of State. Yet, they haven't even showed up to Mr. Mahdi's court date. In fact, the first time Mr. Mahdi met with anyone from the U.S. Embassy was 6 months after his arrests. I've seen the Biden administration doing a tremendous job trying to extract U.S. citizens from Western countries, including the NBA, the professional basketball women player that was arrested in Russia, also in Iran and in Afghanistan. There has been amazing work of extracting U.S. citizens. But we have seen the government fail over and over again when it comes to U.S. citizens being arrested in Saudi Arabia. But in addition to all of that, it seems like the Biden administration is not even sure what it wants from the Saudi government. On his campaign trail, Biden promised to make Saudi Arabia into a pariah. Yet, when he became president, one of the first countries he visited was Saudi Arabia. First bumping Mohammed bin Salman and sitting down and having important talks. Yet when OPEC and Saudi Arabia decided to raise the prices of oil, now the United States is reviewing its relationship with the kingdom. Not because the kingdom has been arresting U.S. citizens for decades. Not because the Saudi government has been interfering in U.S. elections for the past 8 years. Not because the Saudi government hasn't been sending spies and assassins into the U.S., but because the United States think the prices of oil are too high. And that could affect the Biden's election. Moment of truth for you. So, why am I doing this? Why am I telling you all of this? You're probably asking yourself by now. I want you to reach out to your state representative, your state senator, and your president of the United States. I want you to tell your U.S. representative and your state senator and your U.S. senator about how disappointed you are with them, and that you want them to work so hard for extracting Mr. Saad Ibrahim al-Mahdi out of the kingdom. We all know that he was arrested unjustly for political purposes, all under the supervision of Mohammed bin Salman and under the presidency of Joe Biden. That's why I need you to go ahead right now, contact your legislator, and demand a difference to an injustice. Demand the end of an arrest for someone that did nothing wrong other than talk about the crucial murder of Jamal Khashoggi. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.